why do they do it that way? They do things just a little bit different. For example, some churches will argue over the method of baptism, right? In our church, we just had a baptism a couple weeks ago on Easter, and we dunk them. Like, that's how we do it. But I grew up in a church that sprinkled. We didn't have a big tub. We had like a little tiny thing. It was like a bowl on a plate. That's what we used, right? And we would sprinkle it on someone's head when they were ready. And then the question of, can you baptize babies? Or do they have to be adults? Do you have to use wine for communion, or can you use grape juice? What translation of the Bible should you use? Those are what we call secondary beliefs. They're still important. And we can argue and, agree and disagree, but we can still call both groups Christians. I mean, you see it in BYRON Center, right? We got a lot of churches in BYRON Center. A lot of churches. And some of them are really awesome. I know a lot of the pastors. They're great pastors. On the essentials, I know we agree. But on the non-essentials, we disagree on secondary teachers. And that's why you end up with different flavors of Christianity. That's why we have Baptists and that CRC church and the Wesleyans and that other CRC church and that other CRC church, All the different denominations. On the essentials, we need unity. But on the non-essentials, we can have liberty. We have freedom to disagree and still call each other brothers and sisters in Christ.